Square Enix presents. Hello, welcome to the stream. Did not mean to accidentally click out of that. Welcome to part 1 of Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. I have been playing hours of this game since I got it 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to share it with everyone else and put it up on my YouTube channel, so I'm going to create a new adventure log. And I don't know what we're going to name this hero, so I'm going to ask for anyone who's watching to help me name the main character. Hi, Drag. You want to help me name the main character? It's a boy. Hey Joe, you want to help name the main character of this game? Because he doesn't have a preset name. Drag is saying Jack, and Joe's saying Daniel. So I got one for Jack and one for Daniel. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I have a D6 next to me. I'm going to do odd is going to be Jack, and even is going to be Daniel. And it's a 6, so we are going to go with Daniel. Oops. How do I go back? Oh, there it is. The back button. Drag is the joke. Oh, Jack Daniels, yeah. Unfortunately, there's not enough room to put both of the names on there. Daniels. Alright, now we're going to take one of the... We're going to take one of these extra challenges since I've been playing the game so much. Yes, I know what the restrictions are. Okay, so the first one is... I'll try that in just a second. You can't flee from fights, no matter how brutal the battle. You must see it through to the bitter end. I've been doing this anyways, so that one's not going to be that difficult to do. You can't spend your gold coins on items. You'll have to get by with what you can acquire from chests and monsters. No armor. You can't equip any defensive items, so you'll have to make the most of any spells, skills, or items you can to boost your survivability. Reduced experience from easy fights. You only get half the normal number of experience points for beating baddies weaker than yourself, and sometimes none at all. Target tougher enemies to level up. All enemies are super strong. Every enemy you encounter will be tougher than usual, making your quest a true test of your combat skills. Only hardened warriors need apply. Or, uncontrollable embarrassment will plague you on every step of your adventure. There's no telling when this crippling affliction might flare up next. I could take all of these at once, or I could take just one at a time. And basically, once I complete them, I get a little marker on it, so to show that I've done this challenge before. Obviously, I'm going to take this one, because... Okay, so we got one vote for Shypox. Joe, you want to pick one for me to add to this as well? Okay, so we're both going Shypox, so no fling in battle and Shypox. Alright, so we will confirm that. Yes. You can view more details under Traveler's Tips in the Mystic menu. Alright, let's see if I can... Well, yeah, but there might be an achievement for completing them. I don't know yet. Ah! Oh, the circle button does that. Gather around, children, and listen to the tale of Danny Jack, the hero that we've all been waiting for. You know what? How about Danny Jacks, as in Jacks plural? Does that sound good to you guys? Danny Jacks. Alright. Confirm. Alright, here it comes. The opening movie. Can you guys hear everything okay? I'll see if I can turn it down as soon as I get the option to get access to menus. I think this is bad when I initially started the game too. Okay, I'll turn it down as soon as the opening clip is over.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
That is correct, they have no heads.
Oh my. What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? Oh, you're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
You know what this scene reminds me of is the beginning of, I think, now I'm completely forgetting what it was compared to. I heard someone compare it to the beginning of Dragon Ball, though, where Gohan finds Goku in the basket, or finds Goku by himself. Not in a basket. Dragon Ball, right. There he is. The hero we've all desired. Danny Jax himself. Or Willow.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver.
The artist of Dragon Ball actually helped with character design on all of the Dragon Quest games, actually.
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
I'm going to try a few things differently on this playthrough than I did on my own personal playthrough. First of all, I'm going to go to my equipment, and I'm going to equip the Cobble Greatsword. I'm going to use great swords with this character, and then we'll switch over to this and that. Oh no, you want to see someone who looks like Trunks? You just wait, you'll see somebody who looks like Trunks. I keep doing that. Okay, so the start button in this game doesn't open the menu. It engages what's called auto run, which causes you to run around. Where is that? Volume settings right here. How's that, guys? Can you hear me better now? Perfect. Okay, claim special rewards, claim rewards, healer, supplicant, 3 seeds of skill, which do nothing for me right now, but I can go to my equipment. There we go. Alright, so let's get underway. So this is my childhood friend. I call her Scarf Lady. She has an actual name, but I always forget it. And this is the town. This is the area around the homeland of Cobblestone, where our hero Danny Jax has grown up his entire life. And this is, I think this is her grandfather. Gemma's her name. Sheesh, Mom, don't embarrass me in front of Gemma. Am I clicking through the dialogue too fast for you guys? Or would you like me actually to read off everything they're saying? The path ahead, times will be a steep one, but fear not, my children, for the spirit of the land shall watch over you. May your climb teach you how truly blessed we are to live among the most beautiful surroundings. We will pray for your safe return. Oh, dearie me. Where could that boy have gone this time? I just hope he has decided to go to the go up to the tour on his own. No, he wouldn't be that stupid, surely. Ah, he'll be the death of me, that one. I am attempting, yes.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been prepared the day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
A mischief?
Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
Slimes! Look at them, they have no souls.
Ah! Monsters! They're
Do
coming
not
this
worry,
way.
I shall deal with them. A group of slimes draws near. A bodyguard. Oh, I almost forgot. Tactics. Fight wisely.
Go on!
Don't attack my puppy!
Crikey! Get him!
Stop attacking my puppy! But they're smiling! Just because they're smiling doesn't mean they have a soul, Drag.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
It can be auto battle or it cannot. I like to turn on auto battle when it's a small
Crikey! I wasn't
thing.
expecting
If it's
that.
a big battle, I prefer to do the fight myself.
I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me. And now we've got to go through that horrible, dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, most of them sound like that. I actually don't know if I'll stick with the greatsword the entire game. The point is that most of the best sword abilities come from the actual one-handed swords, and you have to have a one-handed sword equipped to use them, so I can't take, like, the dragon slash from the one-handed sword and use it on a two-handed sword, so... which just kind of sucks, but... perfect balance. So we're going to ignore that slime for just a minute. And we're just going to climb up here. Oh, you can jump too, which is really... Got a medicinal herb in case we need to heal up. Let's see, I keep doing that with the auto run. If you go to tactics, you can give all kinds of different orders. Like, you can order don't use MP, it turns on auto battle, and you don't use MP. Mix it up is where you just mix up your abilities all the time. Fight wisely is where you strike a careful balance between offense and defense. Show no mercy, just go pure offense. I usually go with fight wisely just because it's usually better. Focus on healing. If I have a healer in the party, I just have someone who monitors all the HP. Follows orders turns it into a classic style battle where everyone is required to do exactly as you tell them to. I'll show you what that's like here in just a second. preemptive attacks. Get close enough to a monster and a small orange arrow will appear just above them. Press the X button and you'll give them a weighty wallop with your weapon, lowering their HP before battle has begun. Why not try springing a preemptive attack on the slime over there? So just walk up to the slime and swing your sword. Did 1 damage to him.
Get him! Go on! Phew.
And the greatsword might be better for the armorless challenge until such a time as you get dual wielding. So, as you can actually dual wield in this game, it's really cool.
Get him! Crumbs!
Yeah, she says crikey a lot.
Go on!
As you can see, I've almost leveled up. One more hit, or one more victory, and I should be level 2.
Get him!
Go, puppy. That one had low hit points.
Tough little blighters, aren't they? Well done!
Yes, look at that. And you get a lot of stat points each time you level up. Look at that, 26 to 29. Maximum MP just jumped up by to 6 from 2. Strength went up by 2. Everything else went up by 1 to 2. Charm is... I don't even think you can use Charm. But that's... and I learned a new spell. I learned Frizz, which is a firebolt, which is like a tiny like firebolt if we were talking Dungeons and Dragons terms. Yay, more slimes! Oh, there's more challenging monsters coming up, too.
Go on!
I think Sally's getting stronger, too. Got a medicinal herb from a slime. I don't know if it's actually safe to take that or not. That should have missed. Now this is the coolest part. I haven't even shown you the coolest part yet. Watch this.
Crikey! Get him!
It has no effect on where your attacks can land or not, but you can move around during a fight. I don't do it often, but it is kind of fun sometimes just to act like you're actually involved in the combat. And the coolest part is if you've got multiple party members and it's set on, everyone's set on follow orders, you can actually move each individual member of the party during their turn. Why would you do that when it wasn't even hurt?
Go on!
Hello, welcome to the stream. Streaming some Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of the Lost Age. Oh, Shybox strikes for the first time. Danny Jax, you gotta get a hold of yourself, come on. It just healed itself. Okay, spells, Frizz.
Get him!
Oh my gosh, I just realized he's totally Darwin. Except for Darwin only gets struck by women, and Danny Jax gets struck at any point, anywhere, anytime. Okay, I thought there was something down here, but apparently I'm misremembering. Oh, hey, that's what I was looking for. A chunk of copper ore. Hello. See, I really like the monster designs. I really think they did a really good job with designing these guys.
Go on! Crikey!
Crikey! Okay, let me get in close.
Get him! Tough little blighters, aren't they? Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Help! Help me!
Oh, that's trouble.
Cole!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Quick! You have to help him!
But what if I don't want to help him?
It's not fog at all. It's more monsters.
Alright, so more cool things you can do in this game. Fight. You can go to your equipment in the middle of a fight and change your equipment. And it doesn't give you a penalty.
Go on! Crumbs! Crikey! Don't
Careful,
give
Sam.
up!
Thank you, Jimna. You've actually done something.
Crumbs!
Oh, and then Shypox strikes right then.
Crikey!
Oh, and it strikes me a second time in a row. I wonder what the percentage of this strike is.
Don't give up!
Thank you again, Gemma.
Get him!
That's one down.
Go on! Crikey! Get him!
We got him.
Phew. I'm so proud
Yep,
of you.
level 3. And once again, a nice little growth. I don't know if this is all preset or if you actually have a percent. It actually rolls your stats each level up. I haven't actually played enough to know.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
Does anyone else notice his eyes, or am I the only one who considers the way his eyes are positioned to be weird?
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
You know, there could be a drinking game just around the number of times that Gemma says crikey.
Not far to the top now.
Everyone in the audience, take a shot.
Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Just these vines to climb. You'll nearly be there. Don't go losing your grip. I don't know, die from alcohol poisoning, thanks. don't think it's quite that bad. Now, if it was every time that one of the other characters in the game lost their temper, then yes, you would die of alcohol poisoning. I'm surprisingly good at climbing vines. What's this one say? This way to the top. Watch your step. I like to imagine that all these signs were put here by one of your companions later on in the game, because I can just hear his voice talking while you're reading the signs. He's just got that kind of memorable voice. This took me literally 5 minutes to figure out the first time. I could not figure out where. I was like standing right here trying to interact with this tree. I thought I was supposed to push the tree down to climb across. I had no idea the vine was right here for like 10 full minutes. And then it didn't even matter at the end because you can just drop down. Not much further now. Keep climbing the cliffs and don't let those nerves get the better of you. Welcome to the
Here we are at last. Oh. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
Hang in there, Jim. My Daddy Jax is coming.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Like, don't be silly.
Look! The mark on your hand! Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear.
She'd probably be dead without him. Yeah, that's probably very true.
Bless the days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
And then the clouds parted. The light touched down upon the land.
Wow! Look!
And then Danny Jax was filled with an urge he had never felt before. He reached out and shoved Gemina off the cliff.
It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
Yeah, the hero of most games, including the Dragon Quest games, is a silent character. Like, they never talk, so you can just kind of roleplay, you know, kind of think about what you would say in that situation, but your character really doesn't say
They'll all be
anything.
waiting for us at the bottom.
At least in this game it is. Danny, Jax, and Jemina made their way back to the bottom of the tour. Woof! 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 Thanks for bringing Cole back safely, Sandy. Good girl, I knew you could do it. I'm sorry, Jemina. I thought it would be funny to jump out and surprise you. I'm an idiot. I'll never do it again, I promise. My Cole told me everything. He told me how you fought off those horrible fog monsters. I don't know how to thank you. And you and Jemina aren't hurt either? Oh, that's such a relief. Well, that main thing is that everyone's alright. You can never be too careful with monsters around. We owe you thanks, Danny Jax, and Jemina and Sandy too. And when we get home, Cole, I'm going to bust your butt so hard you can't sit down for a week. That lightning was, like, terrifying. Were you lot alright up there? I'm ever so sorry you poor things had to go through such an, like, awful ordeal. So, you did it. You've been to the top of the tour. Well, you'd better let the mayor know. Everyone will be desperate to hear how you got up there. Don't keep them waiting, will you? The best part is you can click down this button, like the R2 button, and you can run. I don't think I want to talk to every single person I pass. I don't think I talked to this girl last time. The lightning was so scary. This guy flashed. There was this big bang. Boom! He said wah? I don't remember him saying wah. Oh, like as a baby?
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you.
Danny Jax explains what happens on top of the tour, using probably more words than necessary, and, you know, probably some rude hand gestures as well.
Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece.
Yeah.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come help you fetch the water.
Come on, you. Home time.
Of course. The attack and defense attributes. The attack attribute determines how much damage you'll deal with each physical attack, while defense determines the damage you'll take when an enemy strikes. And of course it changes before I have a chance to finish reading it. The quiet village of Cobblestone. The church. The moss-covered, hay-covered buildings. Awarded for ascending to the top of Cobblestone Tower, completing the ceremony that signifies the onset of adulthood. Cobblestone. Let's talk to this guy right here. So the ceremony's all done? Congratulations. Now, don't tell me you've forgotten where you live and all this and all the excitement. Just follow the paving stones. You'll soon find your way home, way back. Oh, but you must be tired to be forgetting that. You should head home and put your feet up. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird that the cobblestone path leads straight to the main character's house. That's a little bit unbelievable that they would set the village up that way. Correctly, I think there's... right, these. Because it's not a video game if you can't smash stuff. Ooh, a seed of agility. Oh, 7 gold pieces. Okay, that's really weird to find in a pot. So occasionally you'll just happen to come across, well, these things called seeds, if I can find them, and they... Oh, right here. So these seeds will increase the attribute of a character when you use it. You see, currently I have an agility of 10. If I use this seed, I now have an agility of 12 on Danny Jax. I'll save those seeds of skill, because those are going to be useful for other things. Is there anything else up here? Nope, so I can just jump down. And yeah, you take no fall damage from that huge jump, so it's completely unbelievable. Woof, woof! Yes, Sandy, you don't have to lead me home. It's because, look, the path goes straight to my door. It's literally straight to my door, Sandy. Good girl.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Mom!
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for.
Yeah, it does travel like lightning in that town. Mom, I took literally no... I looked literally no different than when I walked out the door this morning.
But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
The Luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Everyone take a shot.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Hello, welcome to the stream. The reincarnation of the Luminary. Danny Jacks tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Eventually. What am I gonna say? See, I told you, Joe. This happens every time. No, you're mute. This is a nice little cellar, Mom. What's at the top of this ladder? By the way, we are going to try to do all the side quests and stuff too, as I find them. I actually have had some trouble with them in the main game, so I kind of feel like it'll be a challenge here. Mom, the pot broke by itself. Mom, are you putting money in pots again? I thought we talked about this. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today. And you're big news. Whenever I have trouble sleeping, nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. The night air always helps me, does me a power of good. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and go for a walk then. But I'm doing things my own way. Apparently it won't let me do that. Fine. I refuse to take the path. This is how you live forever! Let's see, I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to go. Ah, there it is. The tree, right.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the Luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the Luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the Luminary turned into a star And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
It's an emotional moment. Exhausted by his long day, Danny Jacks finally falls into a restless slumber. Then, morning comes. No more bodyguard. I was supposed to be more dramatic than supposed to have had a change of clothing.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once.
Do you realize how expensive equipment is in this game, Mom?
Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Okay, so this is what our new clothes looks like. Hold on, let me just put on plain clothing. Boom! This is the luminary that you guys are going to be seeing a lot of, because I'm not going to be wearing this, toga very long. It's better armor than what I'm currently wearing by 2 points, and a little bit better on my maximum HP, so I'm definitely going to be using it for just a little bit longer. But as soon as I get something better, I'm going to switch over to that. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that purple jacket until I unlock a different outfit later on. Okay, so there's one side quest I can do in this village. Yeah, I know, I like the purple too. Mom, we've got to talk about you putting chest on top of the house. Pumpkins! Die, pumpkins. Chickens! Oh, they don't even flinch. I heard about it from your mother. She said it was an important journey that you have to make, and you just a youngster. Well, before you head off, make sure you visit the shop. You know where it is, of course. Down the slope and across the river. You know because you tried to steal from the shop when you were a child. I found you trying to steal an apple and I smacked you across the knees with my cane and... Okay, old-timer, calm down, calm down. Once you're stocked up, head to the village entrance to the north. We'll all be waiting to see you off. Ah, here it is. Anybody overlined with a purple quest, button or thingy means they have a quest for you. Oh, dearie me, what am I going to do? Oh, if it isn't young Danny Jacks, you came along at just the right time. I have a favor to ask, you see. The other day I was playing with my lad and, you know, messing around as you do. Well, anyway, he got this fluffy feather that he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to let it blow away. Luckily, the wind only blew it as far as the roof of your shed. I'd go and get it myself, but I'm not good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, I know you are a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you mind clambering up there and getting it back down for me. You'll be doing me a huge favor, I'm telling you. This man wants you to retrieve his son's fluffy feather from the roof of your shed. Yes. I knew you'd help me out. You always paid attention to what the priest said in church, you know. The stuff about always being kind to others. You're a fine fellow and no mistake, and a gullible fool. Now, there's no time to lose. My son's desperate to get his beloved feather back. Hurry on over to your shed. I'm sure you've climbed up onto your share of roofs, but you'll find something to clamber onto and press circle to jump up there. Once you've found that fluffy feather, bring it back here, and I'll see if I can't give you a little something in return. Best of luck. Danny Jax accepted the People's Friend quest. Or People's Friend quest. And guess what? There you are, Danny Jax. And it looks like you've got the feather. Would you mind letting me have it? What happens if I say nay? Danny Jax hands over the fluffy feather. Thanks. I knew you wouldn't let me down. I can't wait to see the look on my boy's face. Oh, and before I forget, here's a little something in return. Danny Jax receives a sleeping hibiscus. And that's not all. I've got a tip for you. I'll hope you'll find useful. If you ever want to do someone a good turn, look for a purple speech bubble above their heads. Listen to what they have to say, and that's camera angle. There we go. And see if you can do anything to help. It always pays to be kind to others. But don't feel that just because someone shared their woes with you, you have to help them right away. You can always come back when you want a little challenge, change of pace, or if you're not sure what to do next. Anyways, thanks again, Danny Jax. I really owe you one. Now, just remember, whatever's waiting for you up ahead, be kind to others, and you'll do just fine. Success! The quest has been transgressed with finesse? That's a weird way to put it. Doesn't transgressed usually mean like committed, or like, you know, usually means like in a crime sort of way? Or am I thinking of the wrong word? Where is that item shop? Oh, it's right here. So, you're leaving good old Cobblestone, are you? Well, makes sense you've got all the essentials before you set off. Welcome, valued customer. How may I serve you? Buy. I could buy a cipher stick, which is worse than what I have, and I have no idea why I would ever use it. I could buy a pot lid for a shield, which will be useful in case I decide to switch over to my my sword, one-handed sword. I could also buy wayfarer's clothes, which is better than what I'm currently wearing in the bandana. Transgress. Go beyond the limits of this is what is morality, socially or legally acceptable. So it can be a good thing? Oh, that does absolutely no good for me. Okay, well, that's nice to know. Alright, so now I need to stop and make dinner here really soon and get ready for Tyranny of Dragons tonight. If you want, I can press on a little bit further. There's a good place to stop, I feel, up ahead. Or I can go to the church and save. We can pick up from here next time. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to continue just a little bit further on and get to the much better stopping point, I feel? Or do you want me to just go ahead and stop at the church? I technically have 2 hours to session, so we could probably go a little bit further. You know what, let's just go ahead and press on. I suggest church? Okay. That way we can pick up here next time. Ah, I love to bask in the roots of Ysidro. What do you want, Drag? If you're still there. it's the world's strongest sheep. Ah. I believe there's a place I can find a cyber stick around here somewhere. Okay, so we will end off here. We will save the game, and then we'll cut to menu, and that'll be where I end the stream. So you are setting out to the world, my child. Perhaps a prayer before you depart. How may our church assist you, faithful disciple? Okay, so a church has multiple functions in this game. They are where you save the game at. You can use divination to see how much experience points you need to reach the next level. I don't know why they have that, because the attribute screen literally has the same function. You can resurrect fallen characters who have been knocked out to 0 HP. You can cure any poison party members. You can remove any curses afflicting party members. And you can also do an absolution, which will end these little side quest things that I've got going on. So if I choose, I could end those, but once I do, I can't put them on again. So we're going to go ahead and save. Confess to me all you have done, child, that I might record it in an adventure log. Checking adventure logs, please wait. Danny Jax, level 1, playtime 0000. And that's my other character, level 26. Saving adventure log. Do not turn off the power. And I do not want to continue for the moment, so it'll return me to the main menu. And that has been the first part of Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Exclusive Age. I hope you guys enjoyed and will join me next week when we continue on to the capital of Heliodor. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in Discord.